And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, friends, neighbors, and all you music lovers out there to another hour of music and madness here on the David Bowers Awards, the only show that is always an award show because, well, there's so many now. What's one more? We'll just make every show an award show, and hey, we'll have award winners of our own to bring back and visit us, like our first guest right here, coming back for an encore with their brand new Christmas hit, Pre-Christmas. I think you're going to like this very touching song from our friend Smith Sisters Bluegrass called Christmas in July for April.
Kelly here with Smith Sisters Bluegrass, and you're listening to the David Bowers Awards.
April was the little girl who used to live next door. I knew her for a lifetime, though she was only 4. She was such a lovely child, happy all the time. Long before she went away, I thought of her as mine. She had a smile for everyone. She seemed so full of love. We knew she had a special gift straight from God above. She brought smiles to faces that had never smiled before. If she had been my own little girl, I couldn't have loved her more. I was working in my yard one day. April came and said to me,
Miss Kelly, could you help me please? I need a Christmas tree.
It struck me kind of funny, but a tear came to her eye. Something said go find a tree, though it was mid-July. I took a drive and found a tree, not knowing the reason why, or what little April had in mind with Christmas in July. She looked so bright and cheerful on that summer day. When I brought the tree to her, she wanted me to stay. And we had Christmas in July for April. Yes, we had Christmas in July for Her house was filled with neighbors I didn't understand. Then her mom walked up to me and took me by the hand. She said, thanks so much for coming. You see, April's always known she wouldn't have much time on earth till God would take her home. We were told when she was born she wouldn't have long to live, but she had a lot of happiness and so much love to give. She seems to know that time is short before she'll say goodbye. Now you know the reason for Christmas in July. And we had Christmas in July for April. Yes, we had Christmas in July for April.
Smith Sisters Bluegrass. And and Christmas in July for April. We thank you girls for sending us the new release, which was just released October 25th, just 2 months before Christmas. And what a beautiful song. Thank you so much for letting us be among the first to share it. John Bon Jovial, your comments.
Oh, a beautiful song. The sentiment is just, I mean, it's enough to bring a tear to your eye. It really is. And I got to applaud the girls for tackling a subject matter that I guess we'll all have to face in our life, or some people already have. And they do it in such a beautiful and poignant manner. And I hope that we can get them back on the show sooner than later, because I'd really like to talk to them about it.
Well, we will be having them back after the first of the year. They've got a couple of projects in the works right now, at least one album, and I know I've already talked to them about coming back on the show and sharing it with us and our listeners out there. So we're definitely looking forward to that one. And want to take a moment to thank our house band, Titty Bingo, for our theme music, and you can check them out online. Their website is in the process of undergoing an overhaul. It's being renewed and freshened up, but you can check them out at tittybingo.com. John Bon Jovial, how are things in Bon Jovial land?
Well, you know, it is fall in Florida. Technically, it's fall. It's autumn. The leaves, well, they're not really changing color, but... And for that matter, the temperature isn't cooling down either. It's still very much up into the 90s with a lot of humidity. And, you know, you were skeptical when I was complaining to you about 10 and a half months of summer. But yeah, this year's a pretty good example of that. It's warm here in Southwest Florida, but I've been keeping track of the weather out in your neck of the hood, the hood, your neighborhood and out there in the Valley of the Sun, Tempe, Arizona. And it looks like you're just getting some absolutely gorgeous weather, low 70s, mild breezes, low humidity. Yeah, you know, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well, we've had a little bit of a kick up to the breezes at times. Matter of fact, we've had some winds, but nothing like our friends in California are going through. And we feel for them and wish them all the very best. That is really something terrible that they're going through there in California with the fires all over the place, and major. I mean, talking about some humongous fires. Our best wishes and prayers to all the people of California that are being affected by these fires. Okay, here on the David Bowers Awards, we do have a couple of announcements to make, and one of them, we're going to make our first The David Bowers Award of the week, and it's a salute to our new friends, because as of this week, Eric Martin Koppelman is hosting the David Bowers Awards on his iRadio USA. So be sure and check them out. iRadio USA, you can find them online, and we will be available on that platform now, along with all the others that we're on. And we thank Eric Martin Koppelman and all of the folks at iRadio USA for adding us to their roster. We're looking forward to a long and fun relationship with them. Happy to be a part. And you be sure and tune them in. Check them out. Online radio, and you don't need any special equipment. You don't have to have a smartphone or any. If you can get online, you can listen to iRadio.com. That's iRadio USA. And don't forget to tell them that you heard about it here on the David Bowers Awards. John Bon Jovial, who have we got coming up today?
Well, we've got a couple of really fantastic guests that are coming up. Our first guest today is a guy named Nicholas Edward Wiliams, and we're going to play some of his music, and I think that you guys are really going to enjoy everything that you hear from Mr. Wiliams today, and very much looking forward to talking to him. I know he's on hold in the green room right now. But then we've got a real treat. Not to say that Nicholas Edward Wiliams isn't a treat. I'm sure that he likes himself and his family loves him. But we've got we
Go ahead, dig yourself out.
Yeah. I know. Dig myself. I'm just digging the hole deeper and deeper. But our very good friend Joe Bonsall of the Oak Ridge Boys is going to be with us today as well, and they're going to be premiering. He's going to be premiering a couple of new songs off of their Christmas album. And we've had a chance to preview it. It is, well, anything that you would expect from the Oak Ridge Boys is going to be high-quality stuff, and that's what this is. And we're going to spend a few minutes talking to Joe, and it's really looking forward to it. We got a great show today. We got a couple of really good artists that we're going to be speaking with, and I think that we probably should make that leap here in just a moment or two, don't you?
Yeah, I do, and we are looking forward to talking with Joe Bonsall of the Oak Ridge Boys, and I've had a pleasure of listening to a few tracks off of the album, and this is a little bit different. This isn't your normal Christmas album with Christmas carols, and this is what you're going to hear for yourself. It's a down-home Christmas, but first, we're going to go down home with Mr. Nicholas Edward Wiliams, who will be joining us in about 2.5 minutes right after we listen to this track, Mississippi John.
Mississippi John, song still playing even when you're good and gone. The front porch picking under that southern sun. Let it roll, mama, feeling fine and young. Them blues never pulled a tea out of me. Appalachia with the Delta feel, make a woodman sing like a salty dog in heat. Now Mississippi John, the song's still playing even when you're good and gone. Front porch picking under that southern sun. Let it roll, mama, I'm feeling fine and young. All right. Down the pallet on your floor. Boogie woogie came, baby, long before rock and roll. And that boy John Henry, the hard-working soul, the hammer in hand, when he died and passed on. Now Mississippi John, song's still playing even when you're good and gone. The front porch picking under that southern sun. Let it roll, mama, I'm feeling fine and young. Let it roll, mama, I'm feeling fine and young. Let it roll, mama, I'm feeling fine and young.
you go, the tale of Mississippi John from Nicholas Edward Wiliams, who's here to talk with us today. Come on in here, Nicholas. Hello there.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing just fine, thanks. Thank you for coming by and sitting down to chat with us for a while.